What's this one? Oh no, train
Stop.
can't
Go through.
go.
It's actually go through.
All right, here we go. This is Miss Boot, the farmer.
Just touch it.
Yeah. She has 2 children called Poppy and Sam and a dog called Rusty.
Rusty.
Yeah. He drives the tractor and helps Mrs. Boot on the farm. He waves and shouts to Mrs. Boot. Beep, beep.
What beep beep?
Do you think you'd like to drive the tractor, Bear?
Yeah. I love tractors.
What's the matter? Ted asks Mrs. Boot. Oh, the train's in terrible trouble. I think it's stuck. I can hear it whistling and whistling, says Ted. Whoop, whoop. Poppy and Sam can come, says Mrs. Boot, and Rusty, says Sam, and they walk across the field. Oh, I missed. We'll go and look. We'll go and look, and they all want to go, right?
Mommy, I want to sleep in here tonight.
Soon they come to the train track. They can just see the old steam train. It has stopped, but it's still puffing and whistling. Can you see that? Here it comes. Look at those sheep. They're on the track, says Poppy. That's why the train has stopped. Oh, silly sheep, says Sam.
We can't go
Uh-oh.
without McDonald had a farm and
Okay, Rosie, you can just listen, okay? It's that naughty Woolly. She's escaped from her field again, says Poppy. Oh, she wanted to see the steam train, says Sam. We must move them. Oh, you can help me, says Mrs. Boot. Come on, Rusty, says Sam. And they walk up to the sheep. Rosie, you're really, really wiggly. Try not to wiggle. How can we get them home? We can't get them up the bank, says Ted. We'll put them on the train, says Mrs. Boot. Come on, Woolly. They drive the sheep down the track to the train. Woolly runs away, but Rusty chases her back. Woof, woof, woof. Do you know that some dogs are very good at herding sheep? We'll lift them up. Oh, please help me, Ted, says Mrs. Boot. So Ted and Miss Boot lift the sheep up into the carriage. Poppy, Sam, Mrs. Boot, Ted, and Rusty climb up into the carriage. Mrs. Boot waves to the driver. Off they go. The train puffs along. It stops at the station. Mrs. Boot opens the door, and Poppy and Sam jump onto the platform. How many passengers? Says the guard. 6 sheep, 1 dog, and 4 people, says Mrs. Boot. That's all.
And they're not the sheep. And
Do you like this story, Bear?
they're not the sheep.
Yes.
Love it.
Let's all go home now, says Mrs. Boot. They take the sheep back to the farm. I think Woolly just wanted a ride on the train, says Sam.